You don't even know. You don't even know what you're doing right now, do you, little guy? This Hawkeye tech, he's stuck with this guy as his teammate. He's not gonna win. What is up, guys? Crazy Eyed Eddie here, coming at you from Terra Tech today. The most recent update, the 0.7.0.4 or 7.4, whatever you want to call it. It just hit, I think it was either today or yesterday or something like that. And they fixed a bunch of bugs as far as like things spawning in and it not spawning in correctly, and it caused a bug report and all that stuff. So I'm going to test that out today. I haven't played the game with that update yet. Also, like, I've got a design or something, whatever you want to call it, for a little tech that I've been using for about the past week, and it works really well against like the really big dudes. And I've also upgraded my resource tower. Yeah, that's what it is. A resource tower. So it works with a new crafting system. Here, let's go ahead and hop into the game. Yeah, there we go. Alright, this is the resource tower. And I'm gonna, like, right now it's full to the brim. Like, it's totally full. And it's like lagging this whole chunk out, like this whole chunk of the map. Like, if I leave this area and it unloads this, the game runs fine. So I think what I'm gonna do is take this leg of the silos right here, this right hand side. I'm gonna take it off and just use this main center section. But pretty much all I've got going on is the resources come up through the little legs here. They go up and they go around, yada yada yada. I've got 3 scrappers here in case I need to scrap stuff, and it'll introduce the resources into the system, the conveyor system. And pretty much the conveyor, it just makes one big loop. It did in the beginning start here, but I mean it's a continuous loop. So, oh, sorry about that. It's gonna go all the way around, and it's gonna hit these refineries back here. I've got a pretty decent row of refineries. If I call up, I notice if I use both of these fabricators and call up something that needs a lot of resources, these refineries will pretty much, it'll fill all of them up, and it'll let some raw chunks go through, but that's okay because they just keep going down and they loop back around and hit the refineries again. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. The stuff goes down, hits the refinery, gets refined, and then it goes into the fabricator and it poops out its little part. It lands here, the SCU soaks it up. It's that simple. I mean, they did a really good job on the crafting system. Like, I'm surprised they didn't have this at the beginning of the game, which, I mean, I understand like ideas and development and how things work and yada yada yada, but like it's so good. Like, it works so good. And I have noticed, let's go ahead and switch to this tech here. I have noticed since I'm just going to call it the 7.2 update, the enemy techs haven't been spawning in as large as what they have been. I'm going to go ahead and take y'all behind the scenes and gamma up as well. No, I did not mean to click that. That was a misclick. We're going to gamma up just a little bit because it's starting to get dark. Alright, apply. Resume. Come on, kick in. There we go. The enemy techs haven't been coming in as big as what they did in my last video. But either way, I made this little tech. And I think this little tech is, I just took a picture of it and put it out on the Twitter. Yeah, the Twitter. That's what it's called. That's what you whippersnappers call it. The Twitter. I just took a picture of it. I wonder how much it is. It shouldn't be any more than like 11 grand. Yeah, I think it's... See, I got a bunch of auto snapshots. Because what's so good about this tech is it's so cheap that it doesn't really, if it gets blowed up, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I think that's the strategy I've found works pretty well against bigger techs. Just use a cheap tech with big guns on it, and if it gets blowed up, it's okay. It's only like 10 grand. That's fine. Because now I don't know where this thing is. I have no idea where this tech is. Where did it go? I don't even remember what I called it. My main ride. So it's 120 grand. Why is it so much? I don't think that's right. Yeah, that's not right. Unless how much are, let's see how much these mobile generators are. Oh, that's why. They're $3,000 a piece. Okay. So that's why. Yeah, if you get this thing and you want it to stay cheap, take these mobile generators off right here, and it'll cheapen it up by about 10 grand. But I still don't understand why it's so much. Usually when it gets blowed up, it's like 10 to 12 grand and that's it. Well, anyway, it hasn't been getting blowed up that much due to the simple fact that I put 3 mobile generators on it, and I have all of these collectors set up to where when they get fuel, the filters push the fuel out to the conveyor system, and they go down to this alternator, and it just loads all 3 of the generators up, and it just has constant shields like all the time. I think I've been in like 2 or 3 big battles here recently, and the shields haven't gone down, and I don't think the battery went down past like 3 bars of full on my little meter I got here. Yeah, if you don't have the battery meter thing, what you could do is just take just a small GSO battery and then put a piece of armor plating on it. That way you can still see through it, and it works pretty well. I think what I want to do is I'm going to work on taking out this row of silos, and that way I can get rid of some of this lag. And I'm also going to run around and show off my main ride. That's kind of what I want to do, because I like just riding around and shooting stuff with it. It's pretty fun. Alright, so is that not going to let me do what I want to do? Alright, so we're just going to stick that right there. Where did that come from? Okay, that's just weird. But hey, it's alright. We're just going to pull this little guy off and soak all this stuff up. And it's going to get most of it. And introduce it, hopefully. Why don't we stick it right there? That's not where I clicked you, buddy. That is not... See, the lag is so bad, I can't place anything with it like that. Alright, so we got one of them. Let's go ahead and just stick this in this guy right here. Get in there. Get in there. Alright, so we got that one down. It's loading up. I'm going to keep doing this, and I'll bring you guys back when we're a little bit less laggy, okay? Alright guys, we're back. Pretty much I just found out something. Like, I tore these silos down and refined about, I'd say like 96% of all the materials that was in it. And I only got like 10 grand off of that. That's not really that much, to be honest with you. And another thing to be honest with you about is, like, I've got block. Oh wow, we just totally zoomed in right there. Like, look at that. I got almost 1,000 GSO1 block. I've got 303 block. And like the Geo core, like the 4 block, or just the smallest Geo core block, I've got 1,200 of those. I mean, I really don't think I need resources to make blocks if I have this many of them. The one thing I don't really have that much of is the Hawkeye blocks, because I really haven't seen that many Hawkeye techs spawn in. I'll see one every once in a while, like at the end of a tiered mission where, like, you attack one enemy by itself and then it spawns in like 2 more and then 3 more. Usually that's where I see the Hawkeye techs. or there might be just a small group of them meandering about the desert. I don't really see that many of them. So I think what I'm gonna do is just get rid of all of this, to be honest with you. I think I'm just gonna get rid of all of it and figure out something to do with this tower. I might make it into like just a part scrapping depot or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think it's really, if you have enough blocks in your inventory already, I don't think making blocks is bad. Like if you've, no, that's not what I meant to say. Like if you got enough blocks, you don't need to store resources. That's just extra lag that you don't need. If you don't have blocks, like if you're going through all the levels and the missions and all that jazz, then yeah, you're going to need to store resources, and you're going to need those resources to build up to a tech that will actually net you more blocks later down the road. But at my stage of the game, I don't think that I need all these resources. So I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of all of them. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to do that and I'll bring you back. Alright guys, we're back. And if you haven't noticed, there is no lag. We can spin freely. Look at that, that's amazing. I can double click things and switch to them without having to do the little right mouse button thing like that. Oh, it's so much better. It is so much better. Just to give you a quick look at what the this platform looked like before, or not before, but the conveyor system. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. All it is just big loop. You take all these pads out, replace them with silos, boom, you got a factory. I did have to add, I added these little cell stations. What are you called? Delivery cannon. That's what it's called. With some filters to only do refined materials and stuff. And that's like the only difference. Like I had to move some of these things around, but that's no big deal. You could just click them wherever you need to. One thing I did notice when I was building this thing that I didn't mention earlier is this geocore fabricator. It's 2 blocks high. So if you're gonna use one, you have to use a up conveyor. Like I had it set up with an up conveyor going up to that thing. It kind of messed with me for a little bit when I was putting it all together, and I was just like, what is going on? And I realized it was just 2 blocks high, and that was about it. Alright, so right now I'm gonna head out and find some enemies so we can kill some stuff, and I can show you how good this thing worked. Typically, I found that the resources that you want to get for fuel are the oily sap, I think is what it's called. Is that what this is? Or oilette sap. Yeah, you want to get either the oilette sap or the purple cubes. What is this? Can I pull you out? No. Bad. You get back over here and you stay right there on that ground. Carbide ore. That stuff works really well. And I think in the patch notes it said refined materials actually last a lot longer. But this system does work good on wood. Like if wood's all you can get, it'll still work fine and keep your shields up with the 3 generators. And then, like as you can see, like they're all 3 full, and it's ready to pop one into this generator here on the left whenever it goes empty. And once that happens, it'll cycle through and empty them all, or fill them all back up. Alright, so I'm just pretty much out perusing, looking for some really big dudes right now, and these are not the dudes I am looking for. Oh wow, that was some major lag. These are not the dudes you are looking for. We're just gonna take them out. I've noticed the Venture Core techs, they're really not strong, like period. They're nothing compared to the Geo Core techs. And I don't know why. Like I know they're built for speed and stuff like, oh, we getting a thing. We getting a little care package. They say it's supposed to dissolve as soon as it pops out its little thing. At least that's what they said in the 7.4 patch notes. Oh, look at it go! Oh, that was neat. Good. Because there was one the other day that I got stuck on for about 15 minutes, and it was not fun. Like, there was nothing I could do to get off of it. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and look for some big dudes, and I'll bring you back, and we'll have a final battle before the end of the video. Alright, guys? Alright, guys. We're back once again. And look what I found out in the middle of the salt flats of Terra Tech. It's 4 big dudes. One of them's actually a Hawkeye tech. I'm pretty interested to see how this is going to turn out once everything loads in. Enemy spotted. Oh man, he's got all kinds of guns on the front of him. He's all, oh, he's about the shotgun. Okay, well that's cool. We're just going to take his wheels out. And if you haven't noticed on the tech that I built, this tech I'm using right now, I don't have shields covering my drills because the shields do like the push off thing and all that stuff. Oh, we're just in a big battle right now. We're just going ham on these dudes. Oh, you want some Hawkeye tech? Yeah, the reason for that is I've noticed the guys with the really big techs with all kinds of guns and stuff on them, if you get close to them, like right up on them, they won't shoot you. And they have a hard time if you're smaller than them. So what I typically do on big dudes is I'll just run right up on them, take the wheels out from under them, just like this guy, and just lay into him with the cannons. That's about it. Like that guy, he's toast right now. Alright, who is the next victim? Why is it not tracking this dude? I've got this laser sight thing too from Hawkeye Corporation, but I don't think it does anything. Like I looked in the control commands. Oh yeah, you're wrecked, dude. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Like I looked in the control commands and I couldn't find a button for it or anything. Oh, everything just stopped. Okay, there we go. I couldn't find a button for it, and I've been like pressing random buttons, and I did find out like the tab key closes that window. Like my mouse is over here. Check this out. Tacow, tacow. Crazy, right? Semi-pro tip, kids. Semi-pro tip. And this dude, what are you even doing? Like you don't even know. You don't even know what you're doing right now, do you, little guy? This Hawkeye tech, he's stuck with this guy as his teammate. He's not gonna win. Yep, you getting wrecked, Hawkeye tech. You getting wrecked. Give me your blocks. I want them blocks. Yes. I have found that the megaton cannons are really bad if you're into salvaging blocks. Dude, the front of this guy is like nothing but shotgun. Because it just blows things apart. Like it does so much AoE damage, it's ridiculous. So like typically if I want to save blocks, like I want all those fans. Oh, I'll use the side of my tech with all the little guns on it. Oh, you guys see that? You see that? Your font's misaligned there, payload. Just giving you a little heads up. All right, what did we get? What is this? What is that? What is that? Is that a wheel? It looks like a wheel. Alright, sweet. And now we start the cleanup phase. The easiest way I found to clean up is just have one SCU on your tech and have a whole bunch more in your inventory. That way you could just run around like this and plop them on the ground. Boop, like that. And then you just rotate them around when they get done picking up the stuff they need to pick up. And there's the little, no, that's not the last one. Oh, we are stuck. We are so stuck right now. There we go. All right. And I think the last one needs to go right over here. Yes. Right there. Well, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I don't think this is a long video. If it is, I'm sorry. If it's too short, I'm sorry. But I've been recording for like 3 hours now because it took a really long time tearing apart that resource tower I made, or selling all the resources out of it, and I really didn't get that much. Like we just got some money for destroying those techs, so I mean just destroying techs is a good source of money. Like resources I don't think are worth as much as like destroying techs and doing missions. So if you can do without it, don't stockpile resources because you're just going to make lag on your PC. So yeah, that's going to be it for me today, guys. If you liked the video, click the like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, and if you would, leave me a comment in the comment section. Just say hey, or give me some feedback on what you're seeing. Let me know what you think. Alright guys? Till next video. Bye.